Hey there, Patriots. This is True Outlaw Patriot coming at you with another one. I'm gonna do a reaction on another song by Mesus called "Call This Home." I started listening to it, and I immediately stopped it, and I said I'm definitely gonna do a reaction on it because of the lyrics, especially with the way things are going on right now here in this country and what's going on around the world. But before I continue that, I just want to remind everybody to please comment, like, subscribe, and hit your notification bells so like that when I drop a video, you guys can get it. It seems like that issue I had with my videos not getting views in the first day or two has been resolved through YouTube, so thank you for that. Another quick thing I just want to say is thank you to all my subscribers that have subscribed to my channel here on YouTube and also on Rumble. And I know I say it every video, but you know, it's the right thing to do because I really do appreciate it. I seriously do. When I started this out back in July of this year, I didn't even, like I said, I didn't even think I'd get 100 subscribers, if that. Never mind over 300 now. And I'm trying to, you know, get further up to 500 and so on. And I always try to get back to all my subscribers as best I can. Some of them I can't because when they subscribe unpublic, so I don't know who it is. It just shows as a new subscriber. The ones that subscribe publicly, I can see who it is and I can send messages. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I appreciate every single person that has subscribed to my channel. One in particular who subscribed to my channel a day ago is the guy by the name of Alpha Tyler. And so I go to send him a message, and when I see on his channel he has over 24,000 subscribers, and to me that means a lot. It's like, wow, somebody that, you know, has a way bigger platform than me actually likes my content, and that actually makes me feel good because I feel like I'm on the right track, and that's all I want to do is be on the right track. And I know that I may mess up from time to time. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But I try to put out information as best I can and give my reactions as best I can to what's going on. So with that being said, thank you to every single subscriber. Again, please comment, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your family, friends, come join the channel. But without further ado, let's listen to this song. You're really gonna like it. It's called "Call This Home" by Mesus. Here we go.
Dream on, dream, yeah. Dream on, baby, dream, yeah. But I call this home. I have to admit it, I never intended to become a voice for the voiceless. Now it's no choice but accept it. Little boys play with toys, I play with weapons. Whoa, so think trust me, you stepping. God bless the USA, better respect it, cause I got me a two-way to protect it.
I like that he said, God bless the USA. He's got the two-way to protect it. There you go. You know, I agree with that 100%. You know, so many people, I mentioned so many times on a lot of my content how people use the Constitution and its laws to go against the Constitution and its laws and the people. And, you know, to those people, I say this: if you despise any of the laws in the Constitution or the way America is, then just leave. Nobody's forcing you to stay. But I love the way people, they'll holler, bitch, and moan and scream, but they won't leave because they know that only in this country you could do something like that. But let's continue.
Just a man with a mess. Millions more like me, attack is a death wish. Suggested you disagree, get you a plane ticket, invest in the exit. Quick question: if you hate it so bad, then why don't you leave? And if it's so horrible, how come our borders are busting the seams with people who want it because it's the dream?
There you go again. You know, everybody's always saying that this country's so horrible, that this country, you know, is so systemically racist, and whatever the case is. It's like, but you look at the border and we got hundreds of thousands of people trying to come across. Okay, and ever since, you know, Biden and his leftist, you know, administration came along, we're up to what, almost 6 million illegal border crossings in what, 3 years? A little over 3 years. So you mean to tell me that all these people that are coming from different countries, different races, different ethnicities, different cultures, that they want to come into a racist country, a systemically racist country? Yeah, okay. Here we go.
Dream, yeah. So many dream of the life that we had. So dream on, baby. Dream, yeah. And anyone who still believe and scream, yeah. I'm from the land of the free, liberty. That's all I know. I don't really give a damn what you call me. Man, y'all can leave, but I call this home. I'm from the home of the free, USA. That's all I know. Work my fingers to the bone and go home and pray. You got things, 'cause I can call this home.
See, I like that right there. You know, only in this country can you achieve the American dream. And people think that achieving the American dream, you have to be filthy rich. Okay? The American dream is what you make it in this country. I know more people that live below the poverty line, and you know what? They're probably some of the most happiest people I know. You know why? Because they can lay their heads down and know that there's not some midnight coup going on. There's no radical organizations kicking in their doors, okay? Kidnapping people, you know, vilifying them, torturing them, killing them for being gay, for being black, for being white, for whatever the case is, for being a Christian, for being a Muslim. And sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes it feels like, well, you know, the leftists, they have an agenda that if they can do something like that, they would. Okay? They would go kicking in doors. Now, is America perfect? Not by any stretch of the mind. But is it better than every other country on the planet? You're damn straight on that. Because if it wasn't, we wouldn't have so many people trying to come to this country every second of every day. But let's continue.
It's time that we stand up and fight. God gave us this land to unite.
There you go.
Stop arguing about it.
I like that he said, we got to stand up and fight. God gave us his land to unite. Now, this right here, this is Antifa, in case anybody knows. Okay? All these little commies right here. Antifa. So they'll go and use their right in this country to protest, but then they'll bump it up a notch and cause massive violence, physical violence. And then when you try to bring it up to them, they're like, well, I'm expressing my freedom of speech. You see what I'm saying? They'll go and use the Constitution to go against the Constitution. But let's continue.
Who is right and the fires go out overnight.
Goes BLM.
I really don't care about skin, don't care if it's black or it's white. Cause if you're American, then you're my kin, and I'm not gonna spit on another man's rights.
I like that. If you're an American, you're my kin. And it's true. Now, you seen the clip before that with all the fires and all that? That was during the summer of love that the leftists called it. Meanwhile, during that summer that a lot of people and the mainstream media won't talk about, and people won't talk about, over 25 people were killed during all those riots. Okay? But CNN and these idiots, they had the nerve that every time they were, doing news coverage on it, they were saying, oh, they're peaceful protests. Meanwhile, there's fires burning right behind them. Okay? We're supposed to unite together, and look what's going on. Look what's going on right now in the Middle East with Israel and Palestine. And now you got all these, protests going on all around the country, in New York and California, everywhere. And you got the Palestinian people that support Palestine, okay, vilifying the Jews. Everybody's fighting. Now, I got nothing against anybody, because to tell you the truth, I'm not going to say I have a dog in that fight. I don't know enough of the politics that's going on in that part of the world between Israel and Palestine. Remember, there's two sides to that story. Okay, but from what I know as a person that's grown up in a multicultural neighborhood, especially in the Bronx, you have good people and you have bad people. That's just the way it is. It's not a skin color. Okay? It's something that's deep rooted inside a person. You're either good or you're not. But then you got this woman like Rashida Tlaib. She's being ousted by Congress finally. One down, three more to go. That whole, that whole squad, because she does nothing but spew hate. And once again, here we are. Now they got the protests going on. There's going to be riots. I mean, there's people being hurt. One dude went and killed this poor Muslim boy, stabbed him so many. I mean, it's like, what in the world is going on? And it starts with the rhetoric. It starts with all the fear tactics that people want to spew out. It's like, you know what? No, this is how we're going to handle it. Just go fight it off. But listen, if we are Americans, we have to stick together. Okay? Because that's what you do. When you come into a country, whether you were born here or not, your allegiance is supposed to be to this country. Only together can we unite and do this. Because I tell you what, if the 7 strongest nations around the world want to band together and come against this country, it will take a 7-nation army to try to take us out. And I don't advocate for war or nothing like that, violence, none of that stuff. But like I said in a lot of my videos, we're Americans. We're in this together. But let's continue.
No, I'm not into politics, that ain't gonna fix a damn thing. Bunch of fat kings watching people starve, fighting over crumbs while they laughing. Plus the saddest thing, folks love them and hate their own blood while they can't see that our enemy ain't you or me. It's elites out here trying to kill our dreams. See
that man right there, Bill Gates? I hope they put a damper on his plans, and I'll tell you why. I don't know if anybody's been watching the news, but Sarah Huckabee Sanders from Arkansas, the governor, she just put China on notice. They are taking back the land that China has bought in Arkansas. And because they found out that it's a security threat. Okay, for the I guess the work that they're doing on the land. It has to do with agriculture, seeds and stuff like that. So finally they found out, they said, wait a minute, this is not good. This is a national security threat. So they put China on notice, saying, to the company, I should say, a Chinese company, they're like, we're taking the land back. I guess they're going to pay them back and tell them, that's it, you're out. They're kicking them out of Arkansas, basically. Bill Gates is another one. Bill Gates is out there buying tons and tons and tons of land and just holding on to it. Now, I am for capitalism. I'm against greedy capitalism. Okay? And if I find it so very hard, and this is something that I've always been against. If somebody buys a piece of land and they want to build a house on it, right away the law says you have to homestead it. Okay? But yet you have people coming from other countries. You have all these billionaires, all these corrupt billionaires that buy, thousands upon thousands of acres. They're not homesteading it. Nobody's paying attention to them. Nobody knows what they're going to do with their land. When the average American gets, some decent money saved and says, you know what, my American dream is that little 1/4 acre piece of land right there. I want to build 2 small houses there, throw a couple of trailers for some family and friends when they come over to visit, and I just want to have my own little community. Oh, you can't do that. You definitely can't do that. Why? But let's continue.
Dream on, dream, yeah. So many dream of the life that we had. So dream on, baby, dream, yeah. And anyone who still believes is dream. I'm from the land of the free, liberty. That's all I know. I don't really give a damn what you call me, man. Y'all believe, but I call this home. I'm from the home of the brave, USA. That's all I know. Work my fingers to the bone and go home and pray. Give God thanks, 'cause I can call this home. Cause I can call this home.
This is a good one. This was a good one. Kind of makes your hair stand up. You know, I was watching a video before. I'm gonna try to do a reaction on it on the three Cubans from Havana, I believe it is. They did a song dedicated to Trump that came out a few years ago. I want to do a reaction to it, but it's in Spanish, so I might have to try to do, from Spanish into English. But the reason why I bring that up is because some of the lyrics in the song that they're singing, and it was in a big crowd down in Florida, a very big crowd. And they were basically telling them, you can't, some of the lyrics is, you can't stay inside, you got to go outside and vote. They don't, and some more lyrics said, by God, they don't care what anybody says, they're going to vote for Trump. And the reason why I bring that up is because, the left likes to think that the so-called minorities, need to vote Democrat. I came out and said a few videos ago that I think that we need to do away with that term minorities. If you're black, then you're an American black person. If you're Spanish, you're an American Spanish person. If you're Asian, you're an American Asian person. No more Latin American, Black American, Asian American. No, America first, and then what you are comes second. Because this is about unity, especially with what's going on right now. And I like that when he said, in his video, when he says, you work hard, you go home and you pray. I'm not saying that everybody has to be religious. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that, I do know a lot of people that are atheists also, but they wouldn't have it any other way than to be a free American in America. Okay? Now, do I think that we all need God in our lives? Absolutely, I do. We're all sinners in God's eyes. He loves us all. He's just waiting for us to come to him individually. But when you have chaotic people, trying to get in the way of other people that just want freedom, that want to be left alone, that they're not here to break laws. The average person does not get up, and I don't care if it's in America or anywhere in the world, the average person doesn't get up and say, you know what, I am going to go commit a crime. No, the average person gets up and says, I got to get up, I got to go to work, I need to make some money, got to pay my bills, I want to make sure my family's fine or that I'm fine. They just want to live in peace and freedom and in harmony with their fellow man and woman. But only in America could the powers that be turn all that around and make it seem as if, no, this is a racist country. It's like you had the NAACP telling black Americans, to stay clear from Florida. Don't visit, don't vacation, don't do nothing. But yet they're happy as to still keep their shop open in Florida. Why? I'll tell you why, because they're damn hypocrites. Plain and simple. I mean, Zelensky comes out and he flies over to Israel and says that he wants to help support Israel. And I'm like, wait a minute, my man. How are you going to do that if we're sending you billions of hard, American taxpayer dollars to fight this war in your country? And yet you're flying over saying that you're going to help another country? Take your happy ass back to Ukraine. Because if not, then give us back all the money that us hardworking Americans paid for. I mean, things are just so damn corrupt right now, and people are spending so much time trying to destroy just to divert away from other things. We still haven't forgotten about Maui and Lahaina. I mean, there's still missing children. There's still missing people. There's still a lot of corruption going on there right now. But yet people still want to, complain and bitch and cry and moan and keep pointing fingers. And I know this song came out a couple of months ago, but this guy Mesus, he's dead on. He's on point. Once again, it's a great song. My hat's off to him. And this is the kind of movement that Americans need. We need more of the patriotism. The left and the powers that be, they are trying to destroy that, and not just in this country. They're trying to do it in Canada. They're trying to do it in other countries. Australia, they're trying to kill the morale of the people who love their country. But The good thing is that more and more people are waking up. More and more people are waking up. And that's a good thing. But anyway, I hope you like the content. Please comment, like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, pass it around. Remember, I'm also on Rumble. And I just want to once again thank all you subscribers, okay? And for all the comments. I mean, you guys are leaving me just amazing comments. I really appreciate it. They're really all heartfelt. And I'll have to say it one more time. Don't give up on the people of Maui, okay? If there's any way you can help them, find a reputable way to do it. We can't let this slide. I mean, things are changing fast in Maui. They're trying to pull a fast one over the people, but we can't let that happen. So with that being said, and thanks to Mesus once again for this song, remember, stay vigilant, keep praying, and keep praying for each other. Peace.